Hello, everyone, and welcome to Personal Development Training Series. This is episode number 6. In this video, we're going to discuss thoughts and thinking. My name is Mohammad Reza Fati, and this is Fati Academy. What we do in life echoes in eternity. In this video, I'm going to put forward some practical ideas about thinking and thoughts. So let's begin with what thoughts are. Have you ever wondered what thoughts are? Thoughts are the content in your mind. They are the raw material. But thinking is the process and the way you think, the way you treat those thoughts. You can have thoughts without thinking. You can have thoughts without consciously wanting to. But you can also think about those thoughts, about their consequences, about analyzing them, finding solutions, and etc. Thoughts are the language of the mind. They come to us in words, images, judgments, assumptions, and beliefs. They tend to be automatic and fast and repeating themselves. So, why is thought and thinking so important? Have you ever wondered what your life is? Your life is made up from time. You have a short period of time to live, and your currency is time. The way you can spend that time is how you spend that attention. The most valuable thing that you have is your attention. So it's so crucial to realize how you are spending your attention. Thinking is about the management of that attention. If I tell you the way you're going to end up in life equals the way you think, would you be thinking the same way you were thinking yesterday? Probably not. Louis Hay says, I don't fix my problems. I fix my thinking, and my problems fix themselves. That's exactly true. Why our problems don't go away? Because we don't direct our thoughts, our thinking, and our attention in the right place. Let's continue. How thoughts work. Thoughts work in order to prevent danger and keep you in the same way. You heard that right. The only thing a brain cares about is preventing from facing dangers and keeping you in the same way. So when you hear this, you have to consider, you have to stop and wonder. If my brain's sole job is to keep me the same way and I'm miserable and have problems, I don't like the way things are, I don't like who I am. So the thoughts that probably come to my mind are not exactly those that are supposed to be. So you might want to start doubting them. You might want to start questioning them instead of saying, I think this, I'm sure, I believe, I'm certain. No. One of the thoughts that I have is you should treat your thoughts as suggestions, not facts. One of the examples is mind always brings up past memories and always thinks about future dangers. Why? Because anything new and anything that consumes energy is considered dangerous, and whatever that is known, is familiar, is safe. And your brain is looking for safety. But have you already realized that most thoughts don't move the life forward? Probably yes. So, what is thinking? The act of deliberately channeling and using your attention to evaluate, analyze, compare options, and pay attention to a specific topic. For example, if your mind wants to automatically bring up the thoughts of the past, you should stop and change the way you think. If I want to talk about the past, if I want to think about the past, I'm going to think about it this way. What mistakes am I clinging to? What wrong things am I repeating? This at least gives you a solution into becoming a better person. There is this book called The Art of Thinking Clearly. If you read this book, you will have so many good insights about thinking. One of them is wishful thinking. What is wishful thinking? Thinking about the thoughts that bring you comfort. How does that happen? You want your predictions to be true. You want the outcome that you desire the most to be the truth. So we don't see reality as it is. We don't see the obstacles. We want what we want to be true. For example, if you have invested in stock market, you're going to have a higher chance of thinking about stock market going up rather than thinking about investing in real estate. Another trap that is associated with thinking is overthinking. Guys, overthinking is a disease. It can cause so many personal problems and also physical issues, such as heart diseases. Overthinking is the process of thinking about thoughts too many times, too often, without reaching a conclusion, without moving forward. Later, I'm going to provide solutions in order to prevent overthinking and how to maintain positive thoughts. Another major trap is that you think that you are your thoughts. As Descartes says, I think, therefore I am. Today we know that this is not completely true because when you focus on the present moment, you are not thinking, but you still are. So, what is this part of me that is identified with my thoughts? That is ego. About these subjects, I recommend you read the book Power of Now and Stillness is the Key from Eckhart Tolle and Ryan Holiday. You are not your thoughts. Your brain is a tool. Once you use it properly, you become its master. If you don't master it, it becomes your master. The final part of our episode. Let's talk about how we can improve our thinking. Now that we have realized how thinking is important and it is associated and directly linked to our quality of life and the outcomes that we receive, let's talk about how we can improve our mental processes. Number one, focus on the present moment. If you focus on the present moment, thoughts of the past and future, thoughts about things that don't matter, will disappear. How many times during the day you think about subjects that matter to you, that are moving something forward, that are providing a solution? You're just overthinking. You're just thinking about what other people think. You're just thinking about financial problems. You're not finding out what solutions are. You're just overthinking and you're eating yourself from inside. So you got to have focus. You got to have presence. You got to focus on the present moment. This is the beginning of improving your brain, your health, and your personality. Number two, which is directly related to journaling. You need to have your subjects ready in advance. You need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, or up to 10 subjects that matter to you most. And think of them as solvable problems. I'm going to move my house. I'm going to change my career. I need to advance my career. I need to develop a habit. I need to love myself. So, decisions, issues that matter to you, that need to be moved forward, need to be written down on a paper. So, whenever you drive, whenever you want to think, whenever you want to deliberately engage in thinking, you have certain topics to think about instead of letting your mind wander around and think about things that don't matter. You have 5 subjects to think about. So, whenever you think about these 5 subjects, you are moving your life forward. You are managing your attention in a proper way. Number 3, you have to aim for improvement. You have to improve yourself personally. You have to improve yourself physically. You have to improve yourself financially. And you need to improve yourself in terms of family. Let me give you some examples. Instead of saying, I don't love my body, Does this thought bring improvement? No. You should, on the other hand, want improvement from inside your soul. You should have a sheer will for improvement. Instead, you should think this: how can I control my eating? This thought is going to end up in a solution. But I don't like my body. Okay, so what? You're gonna hate yourself? Example number two: my parents control me. They give me advices I don't want. They take me to places I don't want to go. They call me times when I don't want to talk. They call me times when I don't want to talk. Okay, this thought is not healthy, is not going to end up in solutions. Instead, you should think this: how can I become more independent? How can I care less? How can I become so busy with becoming successful and developing myself so I don't have time to think about my parents? How can I persuade them to talk less, to control me in a better way, to lead me in a more kind way? Our mind always thinks future is dangerous. Yes, it is. So what? What can I do? Instead of this, ask yourself this question: how can I secure it? What actual dangers are coming? What can I do about it? What can I do in order to secure myself? One of the most reoccurring thoughts is that I lack something. Instead of thinking, oh, I lack something, I don't like myself, something is missing, these thoughts are not productive. How can you solve it? It's not a solvable equation. Instead, you should think this: what do I need? How can I obtain it? What do I need? How can I obtain it? That's it. No more thinking. Another recurring thoughts happens because of our bad deeds. Everybody has done things they regret of. So thoughts of regret and sense of guilt come up. We cannot prevent this, but we can control it. Instead, you should think about this: how can I become a better person? How can I prevent that mistake from happening? How can I forgive myself? How can I find meaning in the wrong deed that I've done? Last but not least, we think about success. We might think success is far away. Who am I to chase success? Instead of this, which is not healthy, you should think about this: what success means to me and how can I obtain it? And the last point, you should spend 30 minutes in your day to deliberate thinking. And when you're eating, just eat. When you're driving, just drive. When you're working, just work. Instead, you should dedicate a 30-minute period of deliberate thinking. This is more healthy and it will provide more solutions. Thank you for listening. What we do in life echoes in eternity.